Welcome to In Memoriam. I'm going to take the, not unusual step, but I'm taking the step this morning. I'm going to read the poem before I tell you about the author or the context. Because I don't want you to have a preconceived idea about this one. But it's called The Grave. The grave that they dug him had flowers gathered from the hillsides in bright summer colours, and the brown earth bleached white at the edge of his gravestone. He's gone. When the wards of our nation beckoned, a man barely 20 answered the calling, proud of the trust that he placed in our nation. He's gone, but eternity knows him, and it knows what we've done. And the rain fell like pearls on the leaves of the flowers, leaving brown muddy clay where the earth had been dry. And deep in the trench he waited for hours as he held to his rifle and prayed not to die. But the silence of night was shattered by fire as guns and grenades blasted sharp through the air, and one after another his comrades were slaughtered. In a morgue of Marines, alone, standing there, he crouched ever lower with fear. They can't let me die. They can't let me die here. I'll cover myself with the mud and the earth. I'll cover myself. I know I'm not brave. The earth is my grave. The grave that they dug him had flowers gathered from the hillsides in bright summer colours, and the brown earth bleached white at the edge of his gravestone. He's gone. That poem, well, it is a poem, but I first heard it as a song. In fact, I've only ever heard it as a song. And it was a song written and performed by Don McLean. You might remember him better for the song Vincent, that classic of the 70s, or even greater classic, I guess, American Pie. But if you actually read Don McLean's lyrics to many of his songs, they're more poetry in a sense than song. They certainly stand on their own as poetry. Now, I read an article about Don McLean recently. He's in his mid-70s, guess, by now. And it sounds like he's not had a very happy life. He wrote that song, I think, because he's of the right generation, about his contemporaries and friends who served in Vietnam, the Vietnam War. Not every war is just, and we don't always fight on the right side. But it doesn't matter whether we fight on one side or the other. When we fight, it's the young who die. And that's what we're going to be remembering, I think, during the course of this week of remembrance and finally on Remembrance Sunday. When old men forget or lose their wisdom, it's the young who pay the price.